Hello, I'm so excited to have you here with me. It's so exciting to connect and be able to do it live in this way. Um, I just want to begin by honoring and thanking each one of you who have come here to join together with our open hearts to receive deep activations and share healing with the planet. I'm so grateful that we get to do this together now. And we're going to be working specifically today on contracts, bonds, deeds, vows. And I know that sounds like it could be something really complicated. I love you guys. Um, And, but really what that means, I don't know if you've ever, contracts can even be something that you've just repeated out loud with all of your, um, intention and, a really strong belief, really strong constitution behind it. I will never dot, 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 whatever it is, ever again. And you really seal the deal. It's like a new way of being with the universe. So, a lot of times, contracts that we make over and over again, which I think, it's like, you know, we've heard like, um, kitty sneeze. Um, Louise Hay would say that all of our thoughts, all of our words that we speak, they're affirmations. Archangel Sandalphon would say that our words are prayers. And oh, thank you so much. And so, what some people would even say is that the words that we repeat over and over again in our mind or out loud, they become our contracts too. They become our soul contracts. So, um, this is affecting us, and we're going to be connecting with the angels of the Akashic records today, and they're going to help us do some cleaning up work. And we are focusing specifically on, clearing the blocks to our life purpose. And there's many aspects to our purpose. So, we came here to with multi purposes in mind. So, um, with that, it may look really different from all of us, but just to kind of give an idea, we might have had contracts of, maybe we decided at some point we're never going to step on anybody else's toes. Maybe we've had contracts or vows that we're going to hide ourselves away. Um, maybe not get any trouble or, whatever it is. Like, there's so many different contracts that we can make. Or, I'm never going to fail. Well, if you're never going to fail, you're never going to do too much, are you? So, not a good contract to have. We may have had that in place, I'm never going to fail because we think that's going to keep us safe. But what it's really going to do is keep us blocked. So I would say, any of you that are like, resonating with definitely a struggle of mine, but obviously I let it out of the way, is, having that perfectionism. So it's funny because, I've had that voice in my head, but obviously I'm pretty sloppy perfectionist. Because there's so many things I wouldn't have done on my YouTube channel if I really felt like I needed to be perfect. Um, but what's really more important than being perfect, of course, is coming from the heart. That authenticity. That be like the ultimate gem, of who you are and what you do, is that you are coming from that place of your heart. And everything else will unfold. especially because when we tend to be perfectionistic, what we're really doing is morphing ourselves into somebody else. And, think about it like with plastic surgery, how you see that, that people use it, and no judgment, there may be very many cases. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but think about how when people get plastic surgery, a lot of times they all end up looking like they lose their unique, like, kind of expression and all kind of look the same. So, it's, we really want to release that and instead allow ourselves to be who we really are, because who we really are is going to be what breaks us out of the norm, what really, lets our light shine and people see the true value that we have and that we came to share with the world, that nobody else has it because it's your unique essence. So, just keeping those things in mind, but let's go ahead and focus. What I want you to do, we're going to do some breath work with our hearts. And I want you to imagine breathing in through the heart and exhaling through the heart. And as you exhale through the heart, the love within you begins clearing and blessing your entire energy field. I love working with the angels. I love working with my guides and the masters and all the pure beings of light, because they're so amazing and they help us really move through the dense energies on this planet. But everything that we need is within us. So let us continue to breathe, and on the exhale, that love and that pure essence that is us is going to wave out through our entire energy fields. Our love cannot be contained. It's moving out into the world. With every breath, it moves out further and further into the space around us. Out into the world. And our hearts touch one another. And I would just like to offer my heart in reverence to each and every one of you for being here, for being willing to, it took a lot of courage to come here on this planet, and it takes sometimes a little bit of effort even to do things like this that are so much fun. And we're going to have so many amazing, healings and activations and attunements, but sometimes our human self tries to talk us out of it. So I just want to honor you just for showing up. And I mean that not just to this session, but showing up in life. Thank you. As we continue to breathe and our hearts greet the heart of the divine, our hearts are greeting the heart of the omnipresent one. And our heart is touching the heart of Mother Earth. We give her our gratitude for all of her love, support, blessings, all of the nourishment that she gives us. Every breath we take nourishes us. Every breath we take, as long as we're alive, one of the most amazing healing tools is available to us. Breath, our breath. We can reinvent ourselves with every breath. And if we pair that breath with a prayer, or we pair that breath with a new thought, whew, supercharged, rebirth. And that's what's amazing, because it doesn't matter, how painful, something that we've been through is, or how hurtful a thought that we have that's been going through our system. We can always start to turn the pages back and really peel away at that. And that's what we're doing today. We're peeling away at the discord. Maybe there's some stories. Another way to look at contracts is the fact that we have the fears of our ancestors imprinted in our DNA until we cleanse them. And of course, it's a process. But today is another opportunity for some of the fears of our ancestors to be cleansed. Maybe their fears were beliefs about, you can't do what you love and, be supported through that. You've got to suffer and struggle to, earn a living. And even, if you have that within you, even if you find something that you'll love, you'll still subconsciously you'll make it into a struggle. You'll overwork yourself. All of those kinds of things. Just feel your monadic angel, the angel who's been with you since the birth of your soul, and all of your spirit guides and angels. They're around you now. Your healer guides, your channeling guides, they're all with you. And let them highlight any destructive patterns within your system, within your core consciousness, that holds you back or self-sabotage in any way your work. All you have to do is breathe. And what I'm going to ask you to do is just soften your body. Just soften and melt with me into this moment. And to make this connection very strong with our guides, what I want you to do is take a nice deep breath in, and on the exhale, I want you to shoot your breath out through your crown and imagining it connecting you directly to the divine realms. And you're going to continue breathing in that way. Breathing in, exhale. Every time you do that, you're going to empower your Antakarana bridge. You're going to empower your Hara line. Your bridge to the ever expansive one and all the colonies of light. Just allow whatever needs to come up to come forward as the cherubim unlock your Akashic records. This golden book of light is being handed to you. Look inside. You may just get a feeling. You may see a word. You may get a vision. You may get a knowing or a download, a block of thought. What's the most important contract, vow, bond, deed, agreement, pattern of behavior that needs to dissolve so you can really shine your light on this planet? Let them reveal this to you now. Archangel Jophiel has brought his yellow flame sword of illumination to illuminate this vow, taking it into the light. He's also going to illuminate your body physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, etherically. So wherever this discordant energy, these blocks are held within your system, we're going to begin highlighting that now. And you're going to breathe into that space. And if you can place your hands over that space. Maybe it's your jaw. Maybe you're feeling something in your throat or your gut. Wherever you're feeling, there's a laser beam of pure light that's going to go into that area. Like laser surgery, we're going to dissolve that blockage within your system today. Continue to breathe. Bursts of light are going to begin to enter your system. Anything that's attached to you in any way, attempting to hold you back, must go to the appropriate dimension now for healing. Must leave you and leave any of your projects or any of your work that it's slimed in any way. If any of your work has been held back, any projects, those are all getting cleansed now. Offer them up to the divine. And we've got the Helix Healing Collective with us from the Sirius star system. And they said you can offer if you need your website needs an upgrade. I know all of us are probably thinking about that. At some level, one of the things that a lot of light workers, it's the last thing we want to have to deal with. The Helix Healing Collective, you can invite them to come in and to energetically cleanse and bless your website. Your website is a portal of light. It's a portal through which people can connect with you, on a very deep level. It's there all the time. It's omnipresent in its own right. And let's all offer, if we have a website or anything that's attached to us in any way in the internet, we can offer that to be cleansed and blessed, brought to its most pure level. Thank you to the Helix Collective for doing this. Thank you. So, I have a question for you guys. I'm curious to see what you felt like came up when we're clearing these contracts, bonds, and deeds. Anybody who's willing to share, I'd love to hear what you felt like came out. Enslave. That's really, really good. Hmm. Yes. Blocks. Yeah. Yeah. That's that's a big one. That's a big one. Um, Shame. Yes. How many times have we been shamed for speaking our truth? Problems with authority figures? Yes, that's a big one. That's a big one. Ancestral money issues? Yes. Yes. I'm hearing you. Our parents' shame, poverty. Yeah. Yeah, speaking your truth. Yes. Yeah, our throats big time, right? And we got Archangel Michael showing up, with us because our he the blue ray governs the throat chakra. And think about it, he's the angel we know comes in and clears the energy that blocks us from moving forward. Knees, yes, moving forward. Yeah, that's a big one. Loyalty to others and not yourself, that is huge. And you know what, that's Archangel Michael. Ding 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 ding. So in the four directions, Archangel Michael is connected with okay, so he's the south and he's connected with the fire. And traditionally that can be connected with like the wolf, um the coyote, the dog, all have this loyalty piece to it. Yes, shoulders taking up fear, heart chakra. Yes, you guys, I'm so happy for us. Um, Staying in the present, not worrying about the future. That's a big one. That's huge. Um, but yeah, Archangel Michael helps us where when we've given our loyalty where it doesn't belong, whether it's an employer that like owned us or staying small, to keep somebody else happy, whatever it is, he helps us take our loyalty back. And so let's all do that together right now. I just feel like that's so strong for us, especially because, like you guys are saying, like the responsibility of having to take care of everyone and, putting other people before us. Um, let's take our loyalty back to our own inner beings first, because here's the thing, like being able to, you know, um really enjoy ourselves is part of our purpose. So if we're not having fun, you know what? Nobody else is going to have that much fun either. Because whatever our energy is with whatever we're doing, it's going to be put into that. So we're going to call all our loyalty back to us, cut those cords. Anybody who has misused our loyalty, we're free from that now. Three, two, one. And money for all of us. It's okay. It's okay for us to be taken care of. Yes, to love ourselves, to take care of ourselves. How we feel, and this is divine feminine principle, how we feel matters. It is going to have more of an impact than what we do. What we do is going to have some impact, but how we feel while we're doing things is going to have way more of an impact on the outcomes. So I really love, that being in the present moment, not worrying about the future. That is the only way to live in alignment with who we really are. It's the only way to be in joy, no matter what is happening on the planet. And I was thinking, so many of us, it's like we suffer because of what is happening out there, but if we, like, because we feel bad, like, how can I be happy when there's so many people struggling? And the truth is, if we don't allow ourselves happiness, how can we help anybody else? How can we be of assistance? So, somebody needs to stand strong in alignment with divine to shine that light on others, and that someone is you. And you're doing it in your part of the world, So I want you to take a nice deep breath. And this time, I want you to focus on breathing in through your crown and anchoring pure attunements, activations, blessings all the way down into your earth star beneath your feet, all the way down in every cell of your body, in every atom of your being. I want you to breathe in. And we're going to begin receiving downloads. But what I would like for you all to do is, if if everyone can do this, I feel like it will be very beneficial, because our words are so powerful, and we're here, it's like, as witnesses for each other. If you can articulate just from your heart what you want your presence to be in this world. What do you want your presence to be? What do you want your legacy, your karmic or dharmic footprint would probably be a better way of saying it. And yeah, what do you want your legacy? I know that's like, oh my gosh, it's a lot to ask of you, but just how you want to impact this planet. How do you want to be here? And the reason why I really, the most that you are willing to, like, anchor it, if you put it in words here, it's anchored even more. And we're going to receive a download. Each of us are going to receive our own download that helps us in aligning with that. I opened my eyes at the wrong time. So I missed it. I saw a lot of love though. I'm right there with you. Lots of love. A peaceful, creative energy. I love that. Divine heart, divine love. Perfect. You saw the anchor. Yes. Wonderful. You know what I was thinking on? I just want to share on a personal level what I was thinking. Like, just to light people up and have people, like, leave you, whether they connect with you, online or in person, just so excited and so connected with their truth. Oh, I love that. Creative at all levels. Ooh, you're hearing etheric music. That's awesome. Sharing your light and love. A bridge between the ancient and the new. I love that. That is so beautiful. That is wonderful. Oh, joy to the world. Catalyst for healing and transformation. I love that in the workplace. Nice. Peaceful, wise, creative. Oh, for the younger ones. Yes, thank you, thank you. I love how, like each of us have our own connection. Sustainable community. I love that. We so need community. We're going to be so dehydrated and desperate for that as we move out of this experience that we've had. Peaceful. I didn't get to say all of that. Yes. I love your energy, you guys. Like, you guys are getting me excited and pumped up. Think about I just want you to just feel. Yes. I want you to feel this for a moment. Spreading love and kindness. Thank you so much. That's so beautiful. I want you to feel it real. Feel it as if mission accomplished. And let's hold ourselves open. Let's hold ourselves open, open, open to receiving the divine downloads, the activations coming from all of our healer guides, channel guides, life purpose guides, the Akashic record angels, our monadic angel, all the pure beings of light, beautiful Archangel Michael, Angel Faith, Archangel Shamuel, Charity, very strong for this one. And Goddess Dana is coming in. It's like she's giving us our crowns because of our divine DNA. She said, think of yourself as a divine authority. That you lead with love and truth, and lead for the benefit of all. So continue breathing in through the top of your head. Breathing down all the way, even to the core of the earth. Let your goodness be so anchored it spreads throughout the entire planet. Like a little love bomb of pure light. Without, yes, comparing. You're right. We struggle so much with comparison. Um, that is so beautiful. Thank you for saying that. Let us each receive, as we're receiving this activation, really getting a download of conscious awareness of who we are, our special, unique gifts. I love Eckhart because his story, he was really like, couch surfing into, his late 30s, early 40s. Like his mom thought he was a total loser. And look at him now, one of the greatest spiritual teachers of this time. So it's like we really can't compare ourselves to where other people are at or what other people are doing. And so many people are lying about what they're doing anyways. I love it. There was one lady who said, that, and I love the internet, obviously. I wouldn't be able to hang out with all of you guys, but does need to be a lot of caution with it. And there was a medicine woman who was saying that when we're online, we can have a lot of imaginary friends. People are just putting out what they want us to see. And when we compare ourselves to these snippets of someone's life that may or may not be authentic, that is just a little piece of what we think that they're doing or living or achieving, it's a fantasy world. So while there's so many amazing things, we need to protect ourselves and guard ourselves from this illusion that seems real, because in our world, seeing is believing, right? Seeing is believing. People get so excited. That's why they get excited in psychic development with their third eye, but seeing is not knowing. Seeing is not knowing at all, whether we're talking about etherically or physically. It's just a perception. It's just an idea. Um, and there could be a whole lot hiding behind it. So let us release comparison. We are right on mark, here and now. Resistance is the only thing that gets us off our path. So we release comparison and we release resisting our own. When we compare ourselves to others, we resist the beauty within us. And I really love this, and I want to take this and kind of spin it a little bit. I can't think of her. Okay, I think it's Sandra Ingerman. She was teaching a class once, and she was talking about how we compare ourselves like in class. And she was, saying, don't compare yourself to, what other people are experiencing as you're opening yourself up. Everybody's so different. And she was saying, think about if like you and your guides are dancing. Okay, you and your guides are dancing, in this class as you're opening your psychic senses, but you're looking at what everybody else is doing to compare yourself, you'll miss that connection. Same thing, we're comparing ourselves to everybody else. Our higher self that's wanting to dance with us, we're not looking at them. We're not giving our true nature the focus that it requires. We're totally missing out. So we're going to let it all go. And it's almost like we can make a new contract. It's like I just heard myself say, never again. Higher self, when you're looking at me, let me look into you. Let me look into you. I don't need to worry about, they say so many negative things about tunnel vision, but tunnel vision can be a really great thing. That's what present moment is. I'm here and now. I'm not looking at everything else out there. This is a beautiful opportunity for us not to take the divine expression that has been given to us for granted. When we diminish ourselves, when we say that we're not good enough, we're taking the divine for granted. The divine that's expressing through us in a unique and magical way. So let us cut the cords with that criticism. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you for sharing that. You're feeling wonderful. You're feeling light, feeling the third eye clear. Wonderful. This is so blissful. I'm so grateful to each one of you that are gathering live, all of our friends that will gather later on in the future in the recording. We love you. You're here just as much as we were here now. We're all together. And there is no time and space between us. We're just going to take a few more moments to really anchor in this light that we've received today. And our guides are working directly with what, I've talked a lot about our chakras and our psychic senses as like these antennae that are, tuning in to what's going on. I'm seeing our guides work with our antennae, and they're taking them out where places we don't need, information that we don't need, and placing them right where we need in the higher awareness, in divine truth and wisdom. This is so interesting, but I'm feeling like we got a little adjustment in the spine. Somebody may have felt that stronger, but is feeling an adjustment in the spine. Which really would be an adjustment to the central channel for sure. And then whatever chakras, depending on where it was along the spinal column. So exciting. I'm so excited for us. I'm so excited for us. How are you guys feeling? I feel so joyful. What I'd like us to do now, and our guides will continue to anchor in our system the pure divine frequencies and our own personal activations. Oh, so cool. Flower of life. Oh, on your spine. What I'm feeling is we'd like to send this love now, and this activation, it's continuing to pour through our system. It's flooding our heart, flooding our entire beings. Let's send this out. That's totally cool. They will probably continue working on us. They might continue working on us for the next 3 days, especially when we're sleeping. So we're going to continue receiving the work. And if we can focus on, think about so many people in our world right now have been displaced. Like a lot of places have shut down, a lot of businesses have closed, a lot of people have been laid off. Some of us on here maybe have experienced that. Let's send this pure energy that we've received to ignite us in our own purpose and connect us with greater support. Let's send that to all living beings that are open to receiving it. So now we're allowing, it's like a waterfall of light. Waterfall of light. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel like we're getting a group healing in the spinal column. I agree with that. Our central channels are expanding, and I feel like our chakras are expanding too, to receive and hold and dispense greater light. So let us hold space as we continue to receive. Our cup is overflowing, and we're sending the love and light out to the world, to all living beings. May everyone on the planet who is willing receive a blessing in purpose and financial abundance. Mm, okay. I just wanted to share something with you while I remember. Um, I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I'm getting the download. It's time to do it now, sooner than later. I don't know if everybody's familiar with Florence Scovel Shinn. Um, Louise Hay loved her. She was a teacher for so many spiritual teachers. I think her first book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, was 1925. Um, and she has got some really great, and some of her students came up with some really great money affirmations. And I have been wanting to do a recording on YouTube that is really more of a deeper activation along with the affirmation. So I'm going to be doing that soon. We just got validation. So the energy, the timing is right. And I don't know if you guys are feeling this, but I'm feeling a lot of back heart in my back heart. And I totally agree with the masculine and the feminine energies. Absolutely. Is anybody feeling or sensing anything as we've been sending this energy out into the world? Oh, 1111. Super cool. Yes. Oh, waterfall of God's grace. That's beautiful. Others are feeling the back heart. Yeah. Oh, your spine has been giving you a lot of pain. I'm really hoping that is relieved. Feeling expansive, yes. Dolphins, I love dolphins. Your jaw relaxed, good. I love that you guys are seeing the dolphins. Oh. You know what I felt? It was like, I felt like some of the energy that we were sending out, like, helped someone. I just felt this feeling of someone relaxing, like, it's like we hold our breath so much, and it's just like I just felt someone like sigh of relief and letting go. Womb clearing with for divine feminine, cosmic womb clearing. Oh, love that. Ah, feeling the grids light up. Awesome. Yes, amplifying the energies. Yep. I really need to. I'm going to get my prescription. As you get older, if you have something that's like adjusted too strong, it's harder for me to read to see smaller print now. So I'm kind of laughing. So I kind of have to like glaze over. The names are the hardest thing for me to see because it's in a different font. Otherwise, I would try to be okay. Oh, feel like singing. Lovely. Oh, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here with me, for sharing this energy together. Yeah, the reading glasses, exactly. Oh, this is so wonderful. You have brought such tremendous light, and together we've held each other up, we've held space, we had witnesses for some of our new, like what we're putting out there, well, how we're shining our light. Yes. Oh. Oh, I just felt okay. Thor wants to give us a blessing with our solar plexus. And I know some of you guys have been with me for a long time. You receive my Thor attunement. It's something that's available on my website. If it wasn't for Thor, I would not have a YouTube channel. I just have to tell you this. Or I can't say that definitively, I guess. But what I can say is that it would have taken me forever. I don't know if I wouldn't be here the same way that I am now if it wasn't for Thor. Because I am actually, I can be quite extroverted in some ways, but I definitely don't mind hiding myself. I am a sit in the back of the classroom kind of a kid. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you so much. Um, yeah, so, I am totally okay with not, being in the limelight and things like that. So it took a lot of encouragement, and Thor really helped me. He's like, gain your thicker skin and get out there and do it. Like, so he's like, just very swift energy, this lightning bolt of um, you can do it energy. Okay. So I just want you to feel Thor coming in for all of us. Blast of light, gentle yet powerful, only blessing our system, coming in, giving us that what we need to pull us forward. And we don't have to be like everybody else. We don't have to do things that resonate with others. If something really doesn't feel right to you, don't do it, of course. But I love the lightning bolts. Um, but it's just like, if you know it in your heart that you should do it, you've just been avoiding it. That's the energy. If something totally doesn't resonate with you, honor that. That's your sacral, and we want to honor that, because if you don't honor that, your creative energy is going to dry up. It's going to dry up. So, or get leak out. Lots of different things can happen, but you won't have access to it. So, I just want you to feel that. Give yourself permission to be you. Permission to be you. You don't have to, the best guide is going to be your best. And I please know, I want to honor everyone when I say this, in all professions, but from my experience, business coaches can be awesome, but there's not going to be any better business coach than your higher self, than your guides, than those who have access to your Akashic records. If you're working with a business coach, they better be intuitive, and they better be able to tap into your Akashic records. Otherwise, they're going to tell you all kinds of things that are good for them, worked for them, or worked for, cookie cutter blueprint, for everyone else. Well, you're unique and different. So we want people honoring that. Yeah, broaden our vision. Yep. Something just happened where I was like, I felt like I saw like fireworks in our third eye. Oh, okay, now I just want you to feel one thing. This actually came through in a healing, and I love it so much. Just this past week, I want you to feel it. Let us imagine ourselves shape shifting into the willow tree. And the willow tree has the branches that touch the ground. And I just want you to feel that. And I'm not sure why, you guys, because I do not have this information at my conscious level right now. But they brought up the marcasite crystal for us, the marcasite. I don't even really know how to spell it. I'm not going to guess right now. But oh, the willow tree's your favorite. Um, but I want you to so that they put the marcasite beneath us at the Earth star level, for most of us anyhow. And now we're touching all that brilliant energy from the divine is touching the earth. It's intermingling on the deepest levels of our being. The nucleus of the cell has received the blessings, and anything that we don't need, it's flushing right out, flushing right out, flushing right out of our systems. But the activations you received, they're one with you now. Sorry, marcasite for the crystal. MAR, not sure about the rest. But I know it starts with an M. Marcasite. And I know it's like, yeah, something, is that how it's spelled? I wasn't sure. For some reason, I was wanting to put a Q in there. I'm not sure why. Um, but it's kind of, it looks a little bit, if I correct me if I'm wrong, because that happens regularly, I'm sure. But I feel like it's a little bit hematite looking, but even more like shiny or metallic-y, if that's if that's a thing. Well, to say that. Okay. Oh, the Celtic weave. We're sealing all these amazing energies into our planet, sealing into our being. The pyrite, but darker. Yes, that's a really good, yeah, that's a really good explanation of it. Thank you, you guys, for helping me out. How are you guys feeling? Awesome. Are you guys gonna, do you feel like you're gonna start moving out, shaking a little bit, shining your light in new ways, ways that feel good to you? Your face is tingling. I love that. Oh, thank you so much. I love you all. And I just love the opportunity to work with everyone here today and For those of you that I've worked with on a personal level, I'm so honored that I get to do that. Anyone I'll work with in the future, I'm so excited to work with you. Um, Sending so much love, light, and blessings your way. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, everyone. I love you too. Bye, everyone.